So we're at the stage where we have done some artwork, and then it's trying to kind of use the artwork to create some patterns that are then going to go into surface decoration and textile techniques on your set of sleeves. So you've done lots of different artwork. There's going to be areas within the artwork that you've done that you like. There'll obviously be bits you don't like. But what we want to do is just try and pull out some of the bits you like, and then we're going to create a bit of pattern from that using the information you've recorded. Then we're going to see how you can use your templates of sleeves in quarter scale. You can then draw into those and add the pattern to those. So if you like this one here, let me see, this pattern here was an area of the pine needles that I chose, and I created a wash box. I literally had a template of card, drew a template, and then within that template took a little section of the pine needles that I liked, and then I moved into another colour wash and a third colour wash, and you'll notice each time I've pivoted the angle of the line drawing that I've done, and also each time it gets more and more removed from my original drawing as well, which is the whole part of what we're doing the process for this. So we're not wanting it to be literally an exact replica drawing of your foliage that you drew. We're creating your own patterns in line from that as a start point. So that's why we want to be not too perfect and not too worried about being perfect. It really is exploration, experimentation, and then what we're going to do is learn how to use some textile techniques to create these on our sleeves. So you will have your sleeves this sort of size in quarter scale. There's a leg of mutton one. There's the gathered head. It's actually a half sleeve, this one. It's like only like half the length. And there's another one that's gone on the floor. The flared sleeve, isn't it? And again, that's a short flared sleeve. So you'll see from going from this idea, then moving on into how it could actually be put onto a sleeve. So that actually, because obviously you're working leg of mutton, that's not really any of the sleeves you're doing, it's a basic sleeve, but it shows you how you could do that. So if you imagine we could draw our leg of mutton sleeve pattern in our sketchbook, and then we could develop on our sketchbook pages, you know, some artwork like this, so that we're building up then a really nice page and playing around with pattern. And you would sketch around that and actually produce or lay on that lines of your pattern that you want to use. Another one might be, this is the one that I did that was from the bamboo crisscross with the weaving. Again, it's been changed each time. So what I want you to do is look at the pieces of artwork that you've made, find some sections that you really like, and then what you want to do is focus in on one of those sections. I want you to draw a template and create in your sketchbook page maybe a selection of boxes, and within that box you want to do some artwork. Simple line, you could use a charcoal pencil, just a graphite pencil. You could use a colour wash and a fine liner on top. You can add chalk. You can use all the techniques that we've talked about up until now. But have a go taking your original artwork through to developing patterns that will then be placed on the sleeves that you've created.